All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this video. My name is Lexa, and I'm from G20YA. Currently, I'm the president of G20YA Germany, and I'm here in Berlin today. And I'm not alone. With me here is Ilya. Thanks for taking the time.
My pleasure, Carsten.
And first question, or the first thing that I should tell about you is you're from Canada.
Yes.
And you're here in Berlin. I mean, why is that? Why are you here in Berlin? Why are you not in Canada?
Yeah, so well, it's great to be here, and thank you for inviting me to share my story. I'm here in Berlin because we're doing the TechStars program in Berlin, which is a global accelerator program with, I think, 28 chapters, 29 chapters around the world. And we really wanted to come to the Berlin chapter because we're really excited about the European market.
But you didn't start your company here.
No,
you started it in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada.
So that means you started in Canada and then you came to Berlin.
Yeah, so actually we went to Chile first.
You went to Chile first?
Yeah, Chile
okay.
And then Berlin. So we did 2 startup accelerators back to back. We did Startup Chile,
okay,
which was a grant program from the Chilean government.
Okay.
The Chilean government, and then here in Berlin we're doing the TechStars program.
But that's it then. So you finish in Berlin and then you go back to Canada.
Well, we're thinking of going a couple more. We're looking
to a couple more countries.
Yeah, a couple of countries.
Which countries?
Yeah, so actually, I did mention this before about Switzerland. There's a program in Switzerland.
Okay.
And there's another program in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so let's just recap. So you started in Canada.
Yes.
You did back to back with a program in Chile.
Yes.
Now you're in Berlin.
Yes.
You want to go to Switzerland,
yes,
and then to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Okay, tell me, what is the reason for that? I mean, how can someone do that? I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, I guess there's just an explosion or a trend, as people might know, that of startups becoming this new economy that's driving economic growth in countries, and governments like the government of Chile and Switzerland, Puerto Rico, and others, many others, are realizing that it's important to have, entrepreneurs in early stage businesses in their countries.
Yeah.
And it's so important that they're actually open to basically giving money away for this in order to have the person and the team come, because they're seeing that there's more economic benefit than just the money that they give away. So they get the good ROI in terms of people come and they spend the money in the local market. So when I was in Chile, I was buying Chilean food and going on trips, and I hired someone there. Yeah. So it's another economic benefit, of course, paying rent. So you stimulate the economy that way, and there's also it's not free in terms of there's nothing you have to do. You actually have to volunteer. So we spend some time giving mentorship to the young entrepreneurs there, and giving back to the community and helping the ecosystem there. So the idea is that specifically for Chile, but I think just in general globally, that entrepreneurism and creativity is a renewable resource, whereas minerals and kind of the mining-based economy like in Chile is definitely finite and non-renewable. Yeah. So they're looking for ways to kind of get into this digital age. So that's why you see so many different kind of equity-free programs around the world.
How much was it then that the government was giving away?
Yeah, about $30,000 American dollars.
30,000?
A little bit more. Yeah.
And it was for a year or
6 months?
For 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's a nice amount of cash.
Definitely.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
But why Chile? I mean, obviously it's a nice program.
Yeah.
But, and they just gave it to you. So you just applied. You said, "This is my startup. This is what we are doing." And then they said, "Wow, great! He's from Canada. Let's give him money." What happened?
Not so simple. I guess first to answer your question of why Chile, so my company, we help tech talent get jobs abroad. We're an online school that's called VanHack, VanHack.com, that helps international talent.
We will mention that later on.
Yes, tech talent get jobs abroad. Of course, always have to be plugging the business. And so we really had our start in Brazil. And I really want to expand to the rest of Latin America. So going to Chile made a lot of sense to kind of expand to this new market.
Yeah, of course.
So and also it's a very entrepreneurial country.
Chile is
and the most entrepreneurial in all of Latin America, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah. Best quality of life, most developed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So, but then the way that it actually works, they don't just hand you a check. And they used to do that before. In the first, they now have. I was in the 16th generation. They're now doing the 17th generation.
Okay.
17 times already they've done it.
Yeah.
The first one, I heard stories that they would just give people the money, and then they would, sometimes there was fraud. So that kind of made it so they divided it into 4. So
Okay.
they give you the money, and then
like 4 portions.
Exactly,
Okay.
4 portions. And you have to sign insurance just to make sure that you don't steal the money. It is taxpayers' money. So and you have to prove how you spend this money, and the money has to be spent on approved things such as salaries or marketing expenses, things like this. You can't just take it and buy a house or go for a trip around the world. So you have to really prove this, and you have financial meetings, and you sit down. It's a little bit bureaucratic, but definitely worth it. And so it's a little bit more complicated, but nothing that you can't handle, and just some paperwork. Definitely worth it.
Okay. And I mean, now you're thinking about going to Switzerland and Puerto Rico and all these things. But how do you find the programs? I mean, is there like a website which is actually worldwide? There is. Okay. So where can we find this?
It's called lootstrap.com.
Lootstrap. L-O-O-T? Or?
Yeah, L-O-O-T-S-T-R-A-P. Yeah, Lootstrap.
Lootstrap.
Yeah, like bootstrap with an L.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And they list all the programs all over the world.
It's all
so
there.
You just go there and the conditions and everything.
Yeah, exactly. They have links, descriptions. There's one actually in Munich, in Germany, and there's programs in Korea, in Luxembourg. I mean, there's a lot. You can go and explore that website, but I think over 40 programs.
I mean, you did this, obviously, of course. You're coming from Canada, now you're here. What are your experiences with these programs? Especially, I mean, there will be a lot of people, they have their own startups, they will watch this video and they will say, wow, that is amazing. Maybe some of them, they have never heard about this website, so they will look it up. But and then they decide, I will do the same.
For sure.
What are your experiences? I mean, traveling the world with your startup. What happened?
Yeah, I feel very fortunate. Definitely, a lot of hard work. Don't think that this kind of just fell from the sky. I've been kind of in the startup game for the last 5 years, since 2012. So it's not something that just comes easy, of course, and being an entrepreneur. But you I think would be foolish not to try, because you have nothing to lose and you have a lot to gain. It just especially for the Startup Chile application, most applications take an hour or two. You make a 1-minute video. It's very low work amount to put in. You just kind of answer the basic questions like what's your competition, what's the market, what's the team, all these kind of things that you would on any application for for a job, even like something like this. And then you do an interview. It's all very straightforward, but of course you have to have an actual product, an actual idea. I'm sure they get a lot of people who have this kind of, okay, I'll just create an Uber for pizza or something just to kind of get the money. You have to really be focused, and you have to be doing something you actually believe in and have some traction, have some proof, So this is important.
And I mean, you did this. You traveled to different places in the world. What advice would you give these people? I mean, it always sounds cool. Oh, I travel the world. I have my startup. It's great. I get money from the state. But I mean, you just said it. It's not that easy.
No.
But then you have this international perspective. I mean. Is there some advice that you can give people who listen and watch this video and say, well, I would like to do the same. Let's say for the next 3 years, I choose 6 startup programs and then I travel the world. Would you say that is a nice goal?
I mean, I wouldn't do it if your goal is just to travel. Like, I had a very clear, specific business reason, right? Like, our kind of business is all about international travel for talent, bringing talent across borders. So it makes a lot of sense for our business. But if you are doing a business that's very local, or maybe a business that's, I don't know, more enterprise, where you need to be close to your customer, then maybe it's not the best idea. So make sure, I guess, first piece of advice would be just to consider and choose wisely. Don't just apply, blindly and kind of think, okay, I'm just going to do this, and because then it's kind of a waste of time, and it doesn't make you look very good. You also, not that you only have one shot, but you kind of want to put your best foot forward the first time. The other thing would be just don't just do it for the travel. The travel is a nice kind of side benefit, and it's very great. I love being here in Europe. It was very nice to be in Chile. But the reason I'm doing it is because I really want to grow my business, and it strategically makes sense. So that's the first really important thing. I guess the second thing is, like I was saying earlier, build on the point of having some traction. Have some kind of, proof or something to show that you have a business. Have a website that's working, that's nice, that's like 2017 design standards, like something good. Have a business that has some customers, preferably some revenue, some kind of user, some kind of engagement. I think that's really, once you have this, then the door is really open for you. Whether that's building a business that you can pay for itself, and can have your own company rather than being an employee, or if you want to take that further and go through these programs. So I guess work on that side of things first and really make sure you get that down. Like I spent about a year, a little bit over a year, working really hard on VanHack before I even applied to these programs. And also I think another kind of third thing is timing. It is a big change. It sounds kind of glamorous, but you're changing your entire life by moving to a country, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And so the timing has to be right. Like you want to do it at a time that makes sense for you personally, professionally, and also when you're looking through these programs, like I said, there's over 40. Make sure you're applying to the best one for your business. For example, the one in Munich, I was looking at it actually today, and it's all about Internet of Things, kind of manufacturing.
And that would, of course, not
it's not really what we want to do. I would love to have Bosch, Siemens, BMW, and all these companies as customers. So it was a little bit kind of, I really wanted to apply, but then it just makes no sense. So you probably, maybe you're looking through this and have, but some like Startup Chile, which honestly I encourage anyone to apply to because it's really great. They take any kind of, it's not specific to a certain vertical. So I would do that. And I guess the last kind of piece of advice I would have is network. Really, at the end of the day, it really helps. Like for Chile, we had someone from Startup Chile who had gone through the program before. Ilana, thank you if you're watching this, for writing the recommendation letter. She wrote the recommendation letter, and it really made a difference. And I think that the fact that I knew many people who had gone through the program also helped. And I really, I believe that does hold some weight. Of course, it's not everything, but it's kind of the extra cherry on top to really give people the confidence that you are a legitimate entrepreneur, and you work hard and you're honest, and you're someone that won't just blow the money and not give anything back.
And I mean, it's first of all, your story is fantastic. Especially, I mean, it's fantastic how we met. We just met a few weeks ago. You wrote me a message on Facebook, and because you are also from G20YA, and this here from G20YA Canada. And I mean, we will have our summit in about 6.5 weeks, and it's just right over the street, across the street. So that is really amazing. I mean, you have spent how much time have you spent now here in Berlin?
I've been here since the end of January. So almost coming up to the 3 months now. A little over 3 months.
So what was your experience here in Berlin? Was it nice?
I mean, it's been really great. We came here, we only had 2 customers in Europe, now we have over 50.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. Well, it's thanks to Techstars. They really helped us a lot. And I think also the European market needs software engineers. So there's a big demand for the business, and it makes it easy to join, have people join and start hiring with you. So that's been great. And then also just like I really like I think I don't know, stereotypically here, but the kind of Chilean Latin American mindset of business and the Berlin German mindset of business. I prefer the more to the point, let's go, let's make it happen style, which I found here. And that's been really nice.
Yeah, I think that's what Germans are famous for. We are right to the point, and that's it. I just thought that you would compare us to the Chilean people and say, well, you're almost the same. And I was just like, yes, that's the spirit.
I would say the Chilean people are the Germans of South America, because they are like the most straightforward of people in South America.
That is a fantastic quote.
It's kind of like the shortest midget or the tallest midget. They're not quite there yet. But I mean, there's a lot of good things, and I don't want to say anything bad about the people. It's not a bad thing. It's just for business,
Yeah, they have a different attitude, maybe. But it could also be nice. I was in Argentina, and there, I mean, the people are very relaxed, not like the Germans. We are not really relaxed. But it was. I had a fantastic time. It was so nice. Everybody is taking the time. So that was cool. But I will think about that quote here, that the Chilean people are the Germans of Latin America. That is really cool. Well, Ilya, all I can say is case, thank you very, very much for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem.
Speaking to me, speaking to the people who will watch this video. It's great that you shared your experience. If someone has a question and says, well, that is cool, he did so many things and now he's going to all these other countries, I want to talk to him, how can people reach you?
Yeah, of course. My email is ilya@vanhack.com. I'm very responsive there. Probably the best way to get in touch with me. Of course, LinkedIn is also very good. But yeah, just shoot me an email, and happy to answer your questions. Again, choose a program that's right for you and have a good product that people want. I think everything else will take care of itself.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Hopefully it was
Thank
helpful.
you. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.